Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's Jones's Falcons going up against Cook's Saints. With that, let's get you out to the Bayou. We're standing by as our commentary team of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 11 carries, 75 yards for Freeman in the game against New England. But remember, a lot of those came on the first carry. He had a good second carry, but then they didn't use him a lot late.
Yeah, I saw them getting to the perimeter early. You see how they stretched out New England's big defensive line? And then as they substitute, they started to try and go back inside. But a lot of people think maybe they didn't run the ball enough in the Super Bowl and maybe even eat some clock, especially with the lead that they had. But they also were able to use Devontae Freeman in the passing game. Remember late of 28-20, faked it to him inside, then threw it to the flat. They got a big play that way as well.
On second down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. What an amazing season it was for Julio Jones, the Super Bowl. Maybe the best catch we've seen all year, that toe tap on the sideline. He finished with 87 yards, but something you told me is astounding. 4 catches in that game, only 4 targets, too. Yeah, and if you watch the game unfold, which I know you did, how many times did you see on the replays the number of white shirts of the New England Patriots in the vicinity of Julio Jones? He'd run a route, 2 to 3 guys in his area every time. That's the reason the targets were so low. But he maximized them, didn't he? 4 targets, 4 catches. And that sideline catch, I thought it was going to be intercepted. And he ended up having the concentration to hold on to it and still get both feet down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now Ryan on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. On 1st down, Breeze. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And now the possession will switch over to the Atlanta Falcons. And this offense so good for 3/4 of the Super Bowl, Charles. At one point, the advanced metrics had them at a 99.5% chance to win. It just seemed like everything was going their way, and then the fourth quarter happened.
I think when we review this game, and we say, okay, where did it get away from the Falcons? What was the number of plays the Patriots ended up running for the game?
93.
And the Falcons ran 46. So they wore down their defense on that one. But look at what they did on offense. They were averaging big-time yardage, running it, passing it, had everything going their way. A 25-point lead should still be enough to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, almost 6 yards per rush, almost 9 yards per pass for the Falcons. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on first down. Great protection. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Ryan now off the bootleg. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And a look at the defense now. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They come out here in the eye. Here's Ryan to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And as we show you the starters defensively for Atlanta, I want to ask you about that Super Bowl. It's such an interesting game. But defensively, Atlanta so good in that first half. What happened in the fourth quarter, and how will you remember them from this game?
I remember a really young defensive unit that the stage wasn't too big. They handled it right from the beginning. I remember a really fast defensive unit. Look at the speed. Grady Jarrett, defensive line, right? Would he have 3 sacks in the game? Deion Jones from his middle linebacker position forced that fumble against LeGarrette Blount. Robert Alford as a cornerback, double-digit tackles. Now a lot of passes broken up. The pick 6 for a touchdown, 82 yards, a fumble recovery. But they were out there way too long. 93 plays given up to New England. At some point, you've got to get a stop and get off the field.
They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Ready. We're waiting.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Never make the mistake with the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here. They're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Breeze now on 1st down. And the tight end has it. It's Flainer. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Breeze again. And Hill with it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So they're operating in the red zone. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. The play fake to Ingram. Now Breeze wants the football. And the Falcons grab it. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice to such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And he's got it to make it now 13-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. All right, we got a lull here, so I want to talk about what you and I were discussing before the game. I asked you, what was the difference in the Super Bowl first 3 quarters versus the 4th quarter? What allowed New England to have that comeback besides Tom Brady?
I think now that we've had a chance to have a little perspective, right, to step back from it,
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. On third and long, it's Bree. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, this O-line, they've had trouble with a pass rush all game long. This time it cost them 2 points.
I mean, you've got a quarterback back there who's running for his life, and he's had no time to throw the football. They've sacked him time and again, and this time they do it in the end zone.
You said it, partner. No time, none whatsoever. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
It's a pickup of 33 yards, and it'll be first down Atlanta.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game at Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ryan will throw again. That's caught at the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Justin Hardy from 4 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he's able to put it through. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Breeze now on first down. Thomas has got it, complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They got 29 yards there. And that leads to a New Orleans first down.
Now that's the way you run offense. Understanding your clock situation. Excellent job getting to the sideline and getting out of bounds. That's the way to conserve time.
Breeze now on first down. Backing up. He's going to fire one deep. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So out come the Falcons now. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Cuts it out to the sideline. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards on the ground. And Freeman, not sure if he was a surprise exactly, but he sure took the NFL by storm.
Well, when you talk with his team, they'll tell you they saw this coming. They knew he had the talent. They were just ready to turn him loose on a full-time basis, and he took full advantage of it.
And now one of the most electrifying runners in the game today. Now Ryan, and it's complete to Jacob Tamme. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry it.
And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Bree's going to try and throw on third down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. Now the pitch comes to Ingram, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And he cuts it out to the sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 33 yards. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Ready. Waiting.
Breeze to throw on second down. Left side and caught by Flainer. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now a play fake here on first down. And the tight end has it. It's Flainer. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 57 yards.
The quarterback often has a lot of really good friends on offense to help him do his job. But one of his best friends is anyone who can catch the ball and create yardage after the catch. That run after the catch, the rack, and the ability to break a tackle and make a big play, as we just saw there, the quarterback is very friendly with that guy.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Left.
Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. They come out here in the eye. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation. Now Ryan. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Anytime there's an open target and there's a reception, the next thing you're looking for, the ability to break a tackle and gain additional yardage. That's what we just saw.
Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Check. Ready. Hey, check.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Ready. Let him go.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down, Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. On 3rd down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Let's go.
They'll run it. Freeman. Devontae Freeman is shifting. This doesn't pay off here in short yardage. And the Saints will have the football back. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On second down, here's Breeze. It's complete. Flater, right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Third down and 12.
Kill. Ready. Fly. Got it.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Breeze now to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Breeze now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
You waiting?
Now Breeze again. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Third down now following the completed pass. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Ready? You waiting? Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Breeze now on first down. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run. They come out here in the eye. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few. Well, Charles, it's one.